Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 308. The noun phrase today is red flag. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot? Do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that something is a red flag or something raises a red flag, it is something that calls one's attention as being risky or unsuitable. Something that is a red flag is a warning or sign of danger or trouble. All right, let's continue. The phrase red flag, meaning a problem or danger, is believed to date back to the 1800s and is one of the most famous examples was actually the Alamo. Okay. The Mexican general Santa Anna used it as a symbol to let the Mexican opposition know he did not plan to leave any of them alive. The Mexican general had over 1,800 soldiers against just 200 defenders. The Mexican general suffered 600 casualties, so 600 of his soldiers actually did die. But every one of the defenders did perish. Yeah, 1,800 against 200, it's not good odds. Okay. Now, and of course, throughout the years after that, there's many situations or many industries that use the word red flag always as a warning or be careful or watch out for something. All right, let's continue. And we got 7 examples to show just how we'll use it. Here's the first one. The tax department ordered him because his tax return triggered a number of red flags. Okay, number 2. The fact that the price was ridiculously cheap should have been a red flag. Yeah, somebody's trying to sell you something, and the price should be way, way, way higher. There's probably something wrong. A lot of times, if it's a pirated thing, like somebody's trying to sell you a Rolex watch and they're trying to sell it to you for like $10 or $20, you should know that can't be a real one. And if you don't mind that, then maybe you might want to buy the pirated one. I don't know. But if you're really trying to believe it, that should be a red flag immediately that is not a real one. Or with an LV bag or some work of art, that should be much, much higher. Unless you were lucky enough to get something at a garage sale or maybe a flea market where somebody really didn't know the real value. But if it looks like somebody that is a real dealer and it's way, way too cheap, then that should be a red flag. All right, let's read the next one, number 3. His unexplained weight loss was a red flag for a more serious health condition. If somebody's like losing a lot of weight very suddenly, maybe there could be another problem. So sometimes, doctors might think that could be a red flag of something. Number 4, the fact that the applicant left the question blank about being arrested should have been a red flag. Yes, a lot of times on applications, they might ask you that question, have you ever been arrested? And to be honest, a lot of people just lie. They say no, and they don't think about it. But sometimes somebody might leave it blank, and they say, well, why did this person leave this blank? Maybe we should do a background check on this person. So that could be a red flag. Number 5 here. When teaching us how to investigate, they taught us how to look out for red flags. Well, whatever type of an investigator you are, there will definitely be things that they spot, that they say, look out for these things, because you probably cannot check everything. They can't hire enough people to check everything. They don't have enough manpower. So they purposely have them look out for red flags. Okay, number 6 here. The fact that the numbers did not add up and match should have been the first red flag. Yeah, so when some situation worked out and this didn't happen, then that should have been a warning sign. You should have checked more. All right, number 7. If you receive a call from a stranger, or today possibly an email too, requesting your ID number and or credit card number over a supposed problem. Yeah, a lot of times it's phishing. They're claiming that they're the bank or something. They may ask you for your account number, in the States, maybe your social security number, or in another country, your ID number. Claiming there's a problem or emergency, it should be a huge red flag. Yeah, in the U.S., I think most banks tell you they'll never ask that from you in an email or, over the, basically, just like, like a cold call calling you up directly. So that should be a red flag. If a stranger is asking you for your ID number or your credit card number, that should be a red flag. You should ding, ding, ding. Well, I don't know if I should give this right away. Maybe you should check the situation first. If it's, you could hang up and call the bank back yourself. At least this way you know you got the bank, and ask them, hey, I received this email or I received this phone call. Is this real? You should probably do something like that. Anytime anybody asks you for this personal information, it should be a red flag. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.